Alright. Oops. There we go. Here's another things I've been up to, just kind of messing around with. I actually got a couple more here. Excuse the mess, but I have too many Nerf guns. But yeah, I got another recon in here, another barricade in here, an extension, and some drums. And this one right here, this one was pretty fun to work with. I had this on here actually, fit BBs perfectly. I had to do a little bit of epoxy work right here, which probably better if I use like liquid nails or some kind of JB weld on it, because the epoxy let go of the tube that went from the pump that was right here. Still all works, just doesn't seal anything. That thing hit hard. This A2K, I'm telling you, A2K is singled. Amazing. Anyway, here's some of the other the Nerf guns I've been doing. I mean, I've done the whole standard, take out the magazine locks and some of the safeties. I kind of like some magazine locks in some of them, but the air restrictors out and the posts and stuff like that. Like on the recons, I actually took off the end right here, so the tube kind of comes out. I did leave this in. I kind of like it. I don't know why. I am able to deep prime this blaster right here. You'll notice if I fire it, so I don't have to dry fire. It's all padded inside. And the reason why I did this, I'll show you in a minute, but standard, whatever. I picked up a lot of these on Craigslist, like $3, $6 each. Good for parts and just in general Nerf guns like this. This is a good one I picked up. The Dart Tag Blaster. I think I put a Maverick spring in here from a broken one that I had, so it fires pretty hard. It's good for like an under. I'm thinking about integrating it to a Longshot, but that's pretty good. Right now it's a stock barricade, but I do plan on doing the overvolt mod on it. This one right here came out surprisingly well, although anybody modding a Firefly, be warned, beware. Fair warning is that it is a pain in the ass to get everything out on this turret. It does accept not Stephens. Well, I guess it could, yeah, it accepts Stephens now. I got the air restrictor out and I took out the post, and the posts allow it more importantly to use streamlines, because I don't use too many Stephens at all. I kind of just like the streamlines because they're easy to use and everything. Standard Maverick mods. I mean, the dart post removal, a little bit of silicone, you know, roulette mod, whatever. However, since I do have an extra Maverick, I do have this other post that I haven't done anything to yet. I could remove those, and what I'm thinking about doing is that double barrel mod everybody does. So we're looking at like that, and then they would flop out and everything like that. I don't like the removable. I think the one that swivels is pretty cool. The one that I'm most proud of, and give me a second. Maybe I should save it for last. But this is a Longshot I picked up at a garage sale, and believe it or not, I found another one at a Goodwill still. So I mean, they're still out there. And I put a Home Depot spring in there, and this thing is loud as hell. I did a stock block on it, just used a piece of plastic that I put in. You can prime it with one, but it does take a little bit to prime. Let me see if I have a streamline here so I don't dry fire it. Alright, no streamline, so let me just grab a streamline, and you'll see how hard this thing hits. This one is scary hard. I mean, it shoots fairly straight. I mean, they are streamlines. I just fed it in manually right there through the breech. And I'll just fire at my wall because it's kind of loud. I don't want to make too much noise, but yeah, it's one of my scariest ones. The Recon, for whatever reason, hits pretty hard too. But that was a fairly easy mod, you know, the whole AR padding, yada mods. But this is the one I'm most proud of. This is my Alpha Trooper, which, I mean, doesn't hit as hard, but it's one of my favorite because of the slam fire, and it's not a Raider. And I've done a few mods to this. Originally, I really wanted a buttstock, and I had the Recon buttstock, and I really did not like it. So I did also the chop thing right here. which I'll show you why in a minute. And that is because I took an old airsoft gun that I had that was broken that I received, and I epoxied it to the end right here, and I had to take the thing off so it would fit inside the hole without doing too much, but I mean, it holds well. It's got some weight in it, weights placed right there and right there that were already in there to give it a realistic heft and more rear weight, and it works on everything. I mean, here's my barricade, and I just think it looks ridiculous on barricades, and it feels amazing, believe it or not, on barricades. I mean, yeah, it's a pistol, but it's still fun. On the Recon, once again, also feels really good with it. It's a pistol, I know, but sometimes you just kind of want to have fun and use it as a primary for whatever, and fits really well. But for this Alpha Trooper, it completes what it should feel like. I mean, it's just 20 times better. And also, what I've done is I took the foregrip for it. I have a little screw right here and some epoxy guide rails. And I took a hard drive magnet and a screw so I could lock it into place as well. And what I do is I kind of feed this screw part in the bottom, and it instantly kind of pops up. And that screw in the front keeps it from going forward, and the screw in the back actually hits this lip. So what I can do is prime it. I don't want to prime it all the way. I'll get to prime it once, whatever. Prime it forward and back relatively easily while still being able to remove it. And believe it or not, this doesn't hurt at all, because when you're pulling back, you're pulling straight back. I've never had any troubles with using it. I could slam fire perfectly fine with it. I'll dry fire it once. I don't really matter right now, I guess. But I found out a good way to deprime these is, since you did take these off, just hold the plunger tube after you fire and let it go, because if you notice, I think it's Coop's, one of Coop's videos, he says that he can deprime his Alpha Trooper, and while doing that, he does mention that he doesn't like the slam fire, but if you do the depriming and you glue that one piece he does in, you won't have slam fire. So I don't know if he makes that obvious. I'm not trying to rag on him. I love the thing he does, but you want to deprime this using the handle, you're gonna lose slam fire. That's straight up how it's gonna be. But that's pretty much it for my Nerf guns. Yeah.